What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, I want to give you guys a huge shout out. I appreciate you guys. 52 subscribers. I know it's not much, but it's a good start. We're a week into having the bike today. 7 days ago, my first video was posted, and we're already up to 52 subscribers. So I'm super stoked for that. But since it's been a week, I need to give you guys a week-long update on how I feel about the bike now. So without further ado, let's go wash the bike up, and then let's go for a freaking ride. She's all washed up, all charged up. Let's go, let's take her for a spin. I always get so excited to ride this thing. Make sure I'm good. Let's throw my phone in my backpack real quick. All right, here we go. All right, check my camera. All right, we're good. Let's go for a little ride. Woo! I get so excited to get back on this thing. Bump it back up to our 45 horsepower with 40% regen. Man, I just get so excited to ride this thing. I just washed it, so trying to get her too dirty. It's been a little crappy out today. But guys, it's been 7 days since I've picked up, actually I didn't pick it up, since I've gotten my bike delivered to the house. It sounds so weird saying still. So it's been 7 days. So I think it's time to give a good initial review on the bike and kind of my thoughts and opinions on it, what I like, dislike about it. And we'll go for a little cruise. Needless to say, I absolutely love this bike. It's been 7 days since it got dropped off, like I said, and I don't think I haven't rode it one day out of those 7 days. So it's a good time to, it is a good day to review this thing. The weather's been a little spotty. It rained this morning, and yeah. So guys, 7 days of ownership, and man, I gotta say, I am so happy that I bought this bike. This bike has been everything to me. It's been awesome in the dirt. It's been awesome in the lot for wheelies. It's been awesome to cruise around town. It's the best commuter. I go to work on it in the morning. I go home. I'm not putting any miles on my truck. It's so rowdy and fun. Like, I can't get over how fun this bike is. Every single time I hop on it, I get so excited to ride because there's so many things you can go and do. You know, I think, and the best part about it is, like, it's silent. And as much as people hate on it being silent and everything, like, I'm not pissing anybody off. I'm not getting pulled over by the cops. And I'm just doing my own thing. But anyway, so today I figured I'd talk about some of the things I dislike about it and some of the things, you know, I love about it. Now, I obviously got to make a video on, 10 reasons and 10 things I hate about the bike. And that's going to be coming very soon because there are things I do not like about the bike, you know. One of the things I found yesterday was my rear brake. My rear brake down here, it's even with the foot peg. So when you're wearing riding boots that are stiff, for those of you guys that ride off-road and ride like motocross and stuff and wear riding boots, you have to, like, your feet are almost at a 90-degree angle. At least from my experience. Now, I'm no pro rider by any means, and I'm not even good on the track at all. But when I was riding, the guys were telling me, you can almost ride that rear brake, but it's like almost impossible on this bike. So I need to definitely move the rear brake down. Maybe there's an adjustment, maybe there's something aftermarket I have to get to adjust it down. But with how, I guess my leg height or something like that, just how I sit, it's really hard to keep my foot on that rear brake unless I'm wearing shoes, like regular tennis shoes. But other than that, this thing is a monster in the dirt. I mean, the amount of power it has to just come out of corners and everything like that is just instant torque. It's all someone can ask for. The range, you know, I don't find this thing to lack range at all. I've never ran into a situation where I was like, whoa, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home, or man, I can't go because I don't have any charge in the bike. You know, as long as you keep this thing charged, it's kind of hard to run it out in a day, like unless you're doing some serious riding. And even then, like if you're going to the track and stuff, guys, there's plenty of battery power in this bike. Like seriously plenty of battery power in this bike. Or I shouldn't say battery power, I should say battery range. There's plenty of battery range in this bike. You know, I think the lowest I've been on the bike is probably like 18%. You know, and that's me leaving somewhere thinking, oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. The battery range is very linear, so as soon as you hit like 20, it's not like it dies off to 0 or anything like that. This is okay. I don't know where I'm going, but anyway, so it's super linear, and I just never found a problem with it. I mean, I get my good amount of riding in. I can go ride this thing for 2-3 hours and head back home. Like I'm not out to do long distance trips, and if that's the kind of bike you're looking for, this is definitely not the kind of bike for you. There's a dead end down there. But I've never had an issue with it. Now, I've clocked 173 miles on the bike already. But that's another thing, is I'm not worried about putting miles on this bike. So it's not like a motor where it's gonna give out on me. You know, what I got to change is the battery pack. Now that battery pack, I don't know how long they say it lasts. I guess 6 to 7 years or something like that. I definitely just ran over a lizard. But I guess like 6 to 7 years, and I think the battery pack is either $2,500 or $3,500. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, that's expensive, blah, blah, blah. Well, not, like, if you think about it and you do the amount of oil changes on our normal combustion engine, you know, after 7 years, I mean, yeah, there's bikes out there that are a lot older than 7 years, but a lot of guys that are riding these things hard, you know, they're spending at least that on a combustion engine that they ride as much as you can ride this thing for 7 years. So now I might be speaking out of turn, but again, that's just my thought process on the whole bike. Like, the amount of maintenance you have to do for this thing is like slim to none, and it's actually really cool that you don't have to do anything. Now, how comfortable is it? Well, compared to a sport bike, to me personally, I think this is way more comfortable. Once you get used to the seating position and everything, you sit upright, so your ass hurts a little bit, but the seat's not the most cushiony seat, but it's cushiony enough. Well, it's like a log cabin back here. I'm sure it's not like a real log cabin, but that's actually pretty cool. I've never been back here. But the seat, I mean, it's soft enough. It's broken in a little bit now, and I think my butt's more used to sitting in it. But as far as like riding at long distance, no, I don't recommend riding long distance on the seat. It's definitely a motocross seat. I'm definitely considering getting a different seat, but for now, this one is fine, and I'm very used to this one. The grips are awesome grips. You know, they don't feel cheap. They feel super grippy. And the screen itself is fantastic. I don't think I could ever go back to a bike that doesn't have a screen like this. Now, I know you can connect your phone to it and everything like that, but just to have everything all in one integrated here, if I want to pop up maps, I can pop maps up. If I want to tell what the battery percentage is, I can do that. I can tell what mode I'm in. There's just so many different things you can do with this phone that just make it awesome. And if I bring the phone home with me and I leave the bike overnight to charge or whatever, I can check my charging rate, I can check my charging percentage, and I can actually change the amount of charge I have going into the bike, so I can slow it down or speed it up. Which doesn't sound like much, but honestly, it's awesome. And also, you can lock your bike from the phone. So locking it doesn't necessarily lock the wheel to the left or right. There is a keyhole down here that you can lock the bike with, But the phone actually makes it so that you can't turn any power on any of these switches. So the bike really won't go anywhere, which is actually a really cool feature. So no one can go and steal your Stark Varg if they know how to start a Stark Varg. Well, start it, you know what I mean. And also there's whenever you stop the bike, there's a light that blinks right here, red. And it's almost like your car, showing it has like an alarm on it. Not that I think this thing does, I don't really think it does. I've moved it around when it's off and everything like that. But it just shows there's like a sense of security there, which is a really cool feature, I think. Sorry guys, we're gonna head back this way because I don't know where I just was. But anyway, other than that, overall, my first impression of this bike is it's fast. Like you can just go, it's instant torque. I literally just barely squeeze the throttle and it just freaking goes, man. And the amount of places that I can explore now and that are unlocked are endless, like absolutely endless. We're gonna start doing some trail rides and stuff like that once I make a couple more videos. I'm really just trying to get these videos out for the guys that don't have them yet, that are waiting on them. Another big thing that now that I look down, another big thing is the foam protector didn't come on any of these bikes in Florida. So I reached out to Stark and they already have the claim in for everyone to get shipped their phone protector, the little foam piece that goes around the phone. That's why in all these videos you see guys without foam protector pieces. I'm sure they found a flaw with it after they made, you know, however many, 100,000 of them. I'm sure they found a flaw with it and had to make new ones. So that is getting fixed and getting shipped out to me. So, because it bothers me that this thing is like open, because it just doesn't look right. It looks like mechanical, you know. But man, 7 days of having it, you know, I don't know if it's like just having a new toy, or if it's just I enjoy riding this thing that much. And I really do think it's because I enjoy riding this thing that much. Like, I just love being on this bike. Like, it is just a blast, like, all the time. Like, no matter what I'm doing, whether I'm off-roading like I did yesterday, whether I'm just cruising around or going to work, like, it is the best thing to have in the garage, because you can just go and ride it whenever you want with not a worry in the world. It's like having a Sur-Ron that everyone likes to ride, the electric Sur-Ron, and a motorcycle all in one. And being able to be street legal is just the coolest thing, because then you could just go take it anywhere you want, put it in the back of your truck after, charge it up, and then go hit the dirt bike track with all the 450s and 250s. Like, if that's not the ultimate experience for a motorcycle, like, I really don't know what is. Because I've had bobbers, I've had street bikes that are really fast and really fun. I've had a lot of cool different motorcycles throughout my life that nothing really compares to this. I mean, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying that, but you know, everything has its place in this world. And I mean, if you want the fun factor of a bike, you cannot go wrong with a Stark Varg. Now, another big topic is tires. Guys, these knobby tires, I don't want to say absolutely, but I hate them. And it's not for the reasons that you think. I hate them just because I don't have a set of Supermoto tires. I really want to get a set of Supermoto tires. I was looking online yesterday, and I think tonight or next week, early next week, I'm going to order a set of Warp 9 Supermoto tires, just because I really want to throw this thing in some twisties. Like, these corners and stuff, like, I really just want to be able to go. And it's hard to do that whenever you're riding on knobbies, because they're bouncy. You can't lean them over super far on the road. It's really not smart. Some of them will take it, but it's really not smart to lean them over real hard. Let's go check out the water over here. Like I said, it's not smart to lean them over, and they're just so bouncy, man. They're ultra bouncy. There's so many places you can just explore on this thing, but I don't want to piss anybody off around here. But if I get a new set of like supermotos, I'm definitely going to keep the knobbies on standby. You know, I'm not going to go sell them or anything like that because obviously I'm going to be doing a lot of off-roading and stuff. But I would just love to have a set of 17 Warp 9s on this thing because I just think they would be a blast. And, you know, take this thing to the track and have some track days and stuff. But guys, this is a really cool little spot over here. I didn't even know this existed. This is like the sailing center, I believe. It's pretty cool. Kids learn to sail and rig stuff, and it is really fun watching those guys learn how to sail. Let's head on out to the island. So guys, all that riding I've been doing, I've been riding for 20 minutes. I went down 10% battery. And like I said, I think I'm at 40. No, I'm at 60 horse now. So I've been riding at 60 horse. And again, it's like, it's no issue with range. Like there's no issues with the range at all. It's just an absolute blast to get out there and just ride when you want to ride. Now I will say this is a heavy bike, but it's not like it doesn't feel it when you're riding it at all. It's more like moving it around the shop or moving around your garage. Like it feels heavy, but as far as like riding it, it feels like a 125. Like it doesn't feel heavy at all. But yeah, guys, I absolutely love this thing. I love making videos for you guys with it. It's an absolute blast to just get off work and just go ride. I just have an absolute great time with it. You know, and like I said, the best part about it is you can just kind of take it wherever you want to take it. You know, there's not too many people that are going to get upset about it. I love to find some of the Sur-Ron. There's some young kids around here that ride the Sur-Rons and electric bikes and stuff like that on the road. I'd love to go ride around with those guys and kind of see what that's all about. Because I know those guys are a good time, and they always have some cool spots to check out and ride. And again, like this bike, it's a big bike. Like I said, I don't know if you guys watched my previous videos, but I tiptoe this bike, and you know, I'm 5'9", so I'm not the shortest person in the world, but I'm also not the tallest person in the world. I would say I'm pretty average. And like I said, I tiptoe this bike, and it's a heavy bike. Like if you lean it sideways a little bit, like it's pretty heavy. But when you're riding it, it doesn't feel heavy. Like it's so flickable, it doesn't feel heavy at all. You know, I think a lot of that has to do with like the engine being that there's not a lot of moving parts in the engine, so it really has a good center mass, and it makes it feel ultra light when the bike is moving. Yeah, guys, let's go check out under the bridge over here. I love riding down here. There's always some interesting characters hanging out under the bridge. Oh, they got a little market going on today. Let's go. Oh, there's a cop. They got somebody pulled over. There's always some interesting things going on under the bridge, but not today. Usually there's like a lady out here like feeding crows and stuff like you see in New York. On, what's that movie called? Home Alone? I think that's the movie where the lady's feeding the crows. Look at all the crows. So my freaking rear brake is freaking rubbing again. Don't know why it's doing that. It is rubbing again though. I had this issue yesterday, as a matter of fact, where I was riding off-road and my brake locked up on me after I kept going fast. See, that gets hot. it's locked itself on there and it won't move until it cools off. So let's let it cool off and we'll do some investigating. We could try to figure it out. Let me see if I got some water. I might have some water in my bag. I do have some water. Let's go. Let's see. Watch. It's hot, hot. It's just getting ultra hot, man. But you'll see, as soon as it cools, I'll get more. What's up, bro? You good, homie? Now that they're cooled off, it kind of, see how it feels. Let me go in reverse. Like they could be rubbing right now and you just don't know it. But let's... Like the bike feels fine. Alright guys, we made it back to the headquarters here. Let's pull this thing in here. Let's see if we can't put her up on the stand and see what she's doing. Like I said, the whole ride there, it didn't happen to me there. They didn't get hot, I don't think. But we're gonna find out. Alright, what's up guys? We're back at the shop here. I got the bike up on the stand. I took the rear wheel off real quick and also took the caliper apart. I bled all the fluid out of it. Nothing really seemed off. I'm just guessing it was either overfilled and it had like an air bubble in it or something like that. I'm no expert on brakes, nor am I a mechanic, so I'm kind of just messing with stuff and seeing if I can fix it. I need to go get some .4 brake fluid because I thought I had some in the shop, but I don't have any. So that being said, I'm gonna have to run to the store and grab some, but it seems like it's sitting in the right spot. I took the rotor off and it didn't seem warped or anything like that. It seemed fine. It's obviously been beat up a little bit from the heat. It looks like I've been riding this thing for years. And everything, I mean, it got hot. This caliper got really hot. I hope I didn't break anything in it. The piston seemed fine. I got the piston out and cleaned it all up. Got some more fluid in there and whatnot. But it seems like it's floating good. Now, I guess this is supposed to move. Like that's how a caliper works. So, you know, I won't really know until I put some fluid in there. And, you know, please tell me if you guys have any tips or tricks for this, or if I'm doing something wrong or I need to double check something. You know, I'd never take your comments for insult or anything like that. Again, I'm no expert. I'm new to this. So anyway, I appreciate your guys' support. And again, please like and subscribe and comment as always. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully it won't come to a abrupt end like it did today.